Yo, what's going on, family? What's going on? Again, I want to give a shout out to my new subscribers. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. And I welcome new subscribers. It's always nice when you look on your page and you see a new subscriber. So thank you very much. I really appreciate that. But I wanted to talk about an issue. And this issue is something that I really think should be discussed. And it's something that has been brewing for a long, long time. You know, we have to be careful how we introduce things to people and how we are so open to just different things, because sometimes it can backfire on you and the outcome may not be necessarily what you want it to be. You know, for a long time, you would see, women in movies or TV shows or just in life in general, where they would have a gay best friend. They would have, a gay guy who they would, befriend basically. And they would, call them bitch and girl and all these type of things. And this dude just wasn't intimidating to them. They were not intimidated, by this man, and they felt comfortable, you know. But on the flip side, these same women that befriend gay men, when they get upset with you, they will bash you and call you all these horrible, derogatory gay ass names. You know what I'm saying? They will go off on your ass, and they will really do it to a heterosexual man to belittle him, and things of these nature, but for a long time, a lot of Black women have been deemed as being masculine, and it has been beat down into a lot of Black women in particular that you don't need a man, you're strong and you're independent. And the problem with that is that you're being set up. You're being set up because you're falling for the propaganda and you're listening to all this bullshit that's being spewed in your ear. But the reality is they're setting you up. This is all a setup, and you have a generation of T-men who come along, they're being extra effeminate. They're talking extra effeminate. They're wearing all this makeup and, hair and, and they're basically saying that Black women in particular are just too masculine. They're too rough. They talk to men crazy and all these type of things. And now all of a sudden you have these T-men who are coming in saying, well, we know how to be feminine. We know how to, basically take your man from you type of situation. It's amazing to me how women can go to a gay man or a T-man and learn how to walk like a woman. That has always baffled my mind. That has always just really just boggled my mind. Like, how in the world can a gay guy teach a natural woman, y'all, how to walk in heels, how to walk? This is the kind of shit that has always boggled my brain. But this is where it has come to, where you have a society of women who even put their makeup on like a T gender person. They will cake on that makeup and to where they have a whole new face now. They're just all made up and they have a whole new face. And all of this is just a strategic plot and a plan to be moved out of the way and to be replaced. Now, we had, one woman, by the name of Hope Giselle, who was having a conversation with Umar Johnson on the Tammy Hall show. And you know, I had a problem with that whole show, y'all. It was just disturbing. It was really disturbing because you had, people on there like Cynthia G, for one, who is a straight up man hating, black man hating, stank ass, trifling ass bitch. You know what I'm saying? She is just one horrible ass individual. And I ain't never seen a woman who looks the same every goddamn day. She wears her hair in a fucking bang and it just hangs down and she looks like a fucking European woman. She draws in her eyebrows. She cakes on white powder on her face and she wears one bang to hide that big ass forehead that she got, basically. But she's always bashing men, always talking negative about men, just negative. Now, I can remember a time when I was listening to Cynthia G. She was really upset. She was going through some kind of situation where she was losing her job, basically. And she had to sue her job. And she was bashing Caucasian people. She was bashing white people, But all of a sudden, it went from bashing white people to now she hates black men, and it's just black men are just enemy number one to her. Although her stupid ass sat up here and got pregnant by a black guy, that is, I guess, a bum. You know what I'm saying? He's a low life. You know what I'm saying? And she got pregnant by him and had a daughter. And I really, and just the way that she talks, it just leads me to believe that she probably had abortions, to kill off her boy children just so that she could have a girl daughter. Because Cynthia G has been heard saying that black women need to kill the boy children. They need to have abortions. This is what she has said. This is what this psychotic ass woman has said to the public and has been advertising to black women to delete their boys. There is nothing new under the sun, but this is what she has been known to say. But she's just a trifling ghetto ass individual. And I can remember when she was, really going in on white people, but she didn't flip the whole narrative. And now all of a sudden she's just hating on black men. But what was really disturbing to me is that you had Hope Giselle, who is a T-man, and Hope Giselle is over here repping for black women, and holding up black women. And I'm cool with that to a certain extent, but it's just disturbing to me to hear a T-man over here downing black men, putting black men down. You're claiming to be a black woman, and you're even talking as if you are a black woman, attacking Umar Johnson. And I'm not an Umar Johnson fan at all. The man still owes us a fucking school because he stole all those people's money. That's what he did. So I'm not, saying that I'm an advocate for Umar Johnson or anything like that, but he did have some good, strong talking points. But what made him look like a real fucking simp is when his ass kept calling them lovely ladies and talking about beautiful ladies and referring to them in a good light, when both of these bitches kept downing black men, kept putting black men down, putting Umar Johnson down, Cynthia G and Hope Giselle. They kept putting Umar Johnson down and just disrespecting black men altogether. This is what they were doing. And to sit up there and compliment these stupid asses when they're over here just downing black men on a whole different level, I thought was just beyond me. And I thought it was just crazy as hell. I thought it was just psychotic, and I thought that shit was crazy as hell. Like, share, and subscribe, you guys. Press that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. But what was disturbing to me, even more than that, was when Umar Johnson was explaining himself and he asked Cynthia G a specific question. Why do you feel the need that, that you need to advocate deleting black male children in the womb? And Tammy Matt came in and she just interrupted the whole situation and the whole conversation right away. And I thought that shit was disturbing, but she allowed Cynthia G to attack Umar Johnson, and she allowed Hope Giselle to attack Umar Johnson. Now, Hope Giselle is very disrespectful on so many levels, because not only are you trying to rep for, the ladies and just totally just disrespecting men as if you wasn't born that way. Now, I understand that you feel like, you want to be a different person and you want to, be a female now. That's you. It's nothing wrong with that. But to disrespect men the way that you have is just wrong. And a lot of times, even though Umar Johnson was very respectful to both of these stupid bitches, because I wouldn't even have been respectful to neither one of them. They would have kicked me off the goddamn show. They would have thrown me off the show. Because I couldn't have sit there and listen to both of these ignorant ass bitches talk down to black men the way that they were doing. Cynthia G just kept saying stupid shit about how black men are killing men, women, and children at alarming rates, as if we don't see a bunch of fucking videos of black women murdering and killing not only their children, but black men. They just had a video of a black woman who ran over her man at a grocery store, and she ended up killing an elderly white man because she was so enraged that she looked through her boyfriend's phone and saw that he was fucking her sister. Now, I understand that's some shit that would enrage you and piss you the fuck off, but she took her fucking car while her baby was in the back seat of the car and pointed it at her boyfriend and ran him over, and in doing so ended up killing an innocent elderly man. She regrets that shit to this day, but this is the kind of shit that she did. You had a couple of months ago a black woman who walked up on a man just standing on the street corner. She said a few words to him, and she automatically just pulled out her gun and she shot him and walked off like it was nothing. So I don't understand where you have all these, women out here just trying to paint. And now you have transgendered women over here trying to paint black men in particular as being these deviants, being these devils, being evil. Like we just murder people. And I'm just going to throw this shit out there, since we just want to talk about that for a moment, where I'm looking at a lot of videos of black women in particular making videos about how a lot of black women are being murdered and being killed. And when I look at it and I investigate it, it is true. A lot of black women are being murdered and being killed at alarming rates, because we're able to see this shit now because we have social media. We can record things. We have black media. We can get the news out now. So we're hearing it a lot more. But black women are being murdered and killed at alarming rates. But I'm just going to just play devil's advocate, and I'm going to say something real quick, and I know it's going to be kind of fucked up, but you can't tell me that all these black men are just murdering and killing black women at alarming rates just because. You have got to be out of your mind. Some of the shit that some of these women say, well, he was just jealous and he was this and he was that. The reality is that none of us are living the way that we're supposed to be living. We are all out of fucking order. We're all in sin. We're all fucking out of order. And the reality is a lot of our men and women are being deleted because of the bullshit that we're going through and the things that we are doing that are just not right. So we have to pay for these things. So a lot of us are dying at alarming rates. We're being murdered and killed. A lot of black women are being murdered and killed. But you cannot make me believe that black men are just murdering and killing black women at alarming rates just because. That just doesn't even make sense to me. But this is the kind of narrative that is being painted on black men. And now you have transgender women wanting to be black women so bad that they are actually mimicking black women and sitting up here hating on us. You got Hope Giselle over here hating on black men and just to all these points, just like a fucking black woman. And when, in my opinion, Cynthia G and Hope Giselle, they both lost the debate, because Umar Johnson annihilated both of them. You know what I'm saying? In a nice way possible. Although Cynthia G and Hope Giselle were just totally fucking disrespectful. You know what I mean? And they were trying to clown and down Umar Johnson and black men in particular. Umar Johnson kept it classy. And I just have to give it to him. Like, again, I'm not a Umar Johnson fan at all. Until he produces this fucking school, I ain't really got no love for him like that. But right is right and wrong is wrong, and I'm going to support him in this particular situation. But I do have a problem with trans men in particular over here repping for black women and downing black men. And when you lose the debate, what I notice is that now you have to go to a shaming tactic. And this is what Hope Giselle did. And this is what a lot of gay and transgender men and women do. They will shame you. Now you go out of your way to try to get everybody to accept you, to accept who you are, to accept your lifestyle, to accept. But you go out of your way to try to shame people and to shame men, or try to what you call expose them and things of that nature. And this is what Hope Giselle did when she got on his own shit. When he was able to get on his own video, in his own channel, he was talking some serious mucho grande shit about Umar Johnson. And it was disgusting. It was really disgusting, and it was fucking typical, But a lot of them tend to do that. And this is what is mind-boggling to me. But I want you guys to hear what, Hope Giselle had to say, after the whole incident with them all, being on Tammy Hall's show and Tammy Hall just being just totally disrespectful and not letting Umar Johnson speak and cutting him off, just being very, very disrespectful, but I want you to hear what Hope Giselle had to say. And it's just amazing to me.
But what really burns your grits and what really makes you upset, Dr.
This
Umar,
is disgusting,
is that you sat there on that motherfucking live, that panel for an hour and a half with commercial breaks and all of that shit. And your little dick was jumping.
Wow.
And every time I opened my intelligent mouth, bitch, your little dick got a little harder. And you were just so motherfucking enthralled with this black queen that was spitting this motherfucking knowledge. And even if you didn't agree with everything that I was saying, bitch, you was down for it. Because when it comes down to the women that you claim that you like, bitch, on that panel, I was her. It's giving skin. It was giving fresh face. It was giving no cleavage. It was giving, I'm not giving it to everybody. It was giving African kente cloth. It was giving all of the things, and bitch, I set it up that way for a reason.
This person is fucking delusional, y'all. This is one fucking delusional, mental ass patient. She was giving skin. She was giving fresh face. You have to pound on fucking makeup to even remotely look like a woman. Your hands are fucking built like a fucking house. You got big ass feet, big ass jawline. You look like a motherfucking dude with makeup on. Hope, I'm sorry, you just don't look like a female. I know you want to be one, but you just simply don't look like one. I'm sorry. And to disrespect just black men in general and Umar Johnson and calling him gay and talking about his dick was getting hard and all that kind of bullshit, it's just so disgusting and disrespectful. And honestly, let's be honest and let's be real. I'm not saying it's right. You can call it whatever you want to call it. But the reality is, see, this is how motherfuckers come up missing. And this is how you get painted. And people want to say things like, oh, they were gay bashed, or, they were transphobic or gay, or, gay phobic and this and that. You cannot do certain things and say certain things and think that there's not going to be any repercussion to it. You know what I'm saying? But this is the kind of disrespect that a lot of them throw out to you. And that shit got to stop. You know what I'm saying? But to want to be a female so much and to actually go on this live ass broadcast on the Tammy Hall show and to be so disrespectful as to, representing yourself in a light that you're not and claiming this shit, Because honestly, I'm gonna be honest, I would really would have kind of respected Hope Giselle a little bit more had Hope just said, well, I want to be a woman now, but being a man and as a man, I can relate. Just to even say some shit like that, but for you to just actually just embrace womanhood like you are a true woman is just disturbing as fuck to me, and I just don't agree with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree with that shit at all. It was very disgusting. But this is the world that we have come to, where they're trying to push black women off to the side and women in general. But when I say black women, I'm speaking to my people. I'm speaking to black to people, and I use us as a reference. But this is what's the new agenda is. This is what it is. You even have transgender women who write articles and will even use shaming tactics to heterosexual men, saying things like, well, if you don't find me attractive or if you don't want to date me, then you must be homophobic. This is the kind of shit that it's going to now, where straight men are being shamed for not wanting to date a transgender man or a woman. Something is wrong with that to me. See, this is why honestly, a lot of men are separating themselves from just this whole environment. You know what I'm saying? We have to work here, we have to live here, we still have family here, things of that nature. But dating and marrying and all these type of things, you have a new breed of men that are just saying, no, I can't even do no shit like that. I can't do it. It's not worth it. Because look at all the fucking confusion that you got going on. You have transgender women over here telling heterosexual men that something's wrong with them because in my brain, I'm a woman. Hey, they have decided that they are a woman, and you need to understand that they are a woman too. And they want, and in order for you to understand it, you need to be able to date them and treat them like a woman. Not you just being respectful of them, and respecting their boundaries and saying, okay, if that's what you want to call yourself, hey, I respect that. See, you give them an inch and it's always edging and edging and edging. And now they want you to start dating them. This is what they want you to do. That shit is crazy to me. So now what a lot of heterosexual men are doing is saying, you know what, I'm not going to be doing all this fighting. I'm not going to be doing all this arguing. I'm not going to be going back and forth. I'm just going to live my life. I'm just going to build myself up. I'm going to get my money together. I'm going to exercise and get my body together. I'm going to focus on me. I'm going to do what I want to do, period. And when I want to go take my vacations and do what I want to do, that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to separate myself from all the bullshit. And honestly, it takes a mental capacity to, you have to be really strong-willed to be able to do those type of things. But it is really coming to that place where as men, you have to really just mentally be strong and be able to just say, you know what, I'm just going to just separate myself from all of this shit and just do what I do and not get involved in society and what society says. We have to live in this world. We got to go along with certain things, but you do not have to be involved in a lot of this shit that they're trying to get your ass involved in. You just don't have to do it. You don't have to do it. You can separate yourself from that shit. You focus on you, black man. And honestly, when I first started this channel, it was all about black love, black unity. And I still, in a lot of ways, feel that way. You know what I'm saying about black love, black unity. Like, share, and subscribe. If you guys are not subscribed, subscribe to my channel and press that thumbs up, you guys. I still believe in black love and black unity. But because of this big shift that I'm seeing, it's really hard to stay on course with that. And although I'm still going to be somewhat of an advocate for black love and black unity, the reality is that I'm realizing that we are in dire, we really in a bad way right now. Black men and black women, we just not getting along at all. We're having a major problem with each other right now. And I see that, and speaking from a man's point of view, um, you know, decent men are just not happy with the way a lot of women conduct themselves. Um, and a lot of the things that I hear, that women speak of, they want men to catch up. They feel like men are lagging behind financially, and things of that nature. And that's really what I'm noticing is a major issue, between the sexes, is that a lot of women just don't feel like men are catching up fast enough, because a lot of women, they're getting their education and they're going to school, collecting all that extra debt, whereas I would just take a trade, and that's exactly what I did, and still make good money. And now, where my brain is and where my mentality is, start my own businesses. That's where I'm at with it right now. And with online being like the major source of everything, you can make a whole lot of money just being online. And this is what a lot of us are starting to do now. We're starting to do that. And just creating more options for ourselves. But really, family, what we really have to do is just separate ourselves. Like, if you biblical and all that, you can't be of this world. Even though we're in it and we see what the hell is going on, we can't be in this world, y'all. We have to separate ourselves from this bullshit, period, and point blank. Because we're fighting a losing battle. This world is on its way to hell. You know what I mean? That's just the bottom line, y'all. But when you are focused, and it's just amazing to me, you guys, where I was always so hot tempered, where I would just snap and go off at, I was always that way, young. But I just noticed, the older that I get, I'm able to be calm now. I don't just snap, and I'm able to let a lot of things go. And I'm able to just be calm, because honestly, I don't focus on people like that. I don't focus on things like that and issues, because I look at it like that shit was obsolete. Whatever it is that you did, if you cut me off or you flip me off or you cuss me out or whatever the situation is, I don't have to respond to that bullshit. I don't have to respond to you. When I'm catching attitude, when I walk in the store, because I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I conducted my own little survey one day, where I went to the store early in the morning. I like to go grocery shopping in the morning, y'all, because I don't like to be around a bunch of crowds and shit like that. So I go early in the morning when they open up around 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, and then everything is fresh. You know what I'm saying? But you see other people there as well. I spoke to every female that I saw. I spoke to every black female. I spoke to one and she walked right past me and didn't say anything back to me. I spoke to another black female and she just looked at me like I was crazy. I spoke to another black female and she hesitated for a minute and then she said, "Hi, hello." I spoke to a Latina lady. She said, "Good morning. How are you?" I spoke to a Asian lady. She said, "Good morning." And I just thought that shit was mind-boggling to me. That when I speak to my sisters, they feel like I'm disrespecting them or something, or I'm just I don't know. I just don't understand why I have to get such negativity when I talk to my own women. And on the flip side, what I have learned how to do is it's just, because it's easy to say, well, it's just those individuals. But when you get that shit all the time, you build up a defense. You build a defense up to that. And I've never been one of those. I wanted to be one of those type of people where I treat everybody like shit. But what I'm learning is that a lot of women, our women don't want to be talked to. And the ones that do want to be talked to or whatever, or if they notice that you're ignoring them, they are copping attitude about that. So it's like, well, damn, I don't know what to do here. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should talk to you, if I'm not. So what I've learned how to do is just do me, period and point blank. When I want to go out and I want to have fun, I'm going to be honest with you. I just learned how to get a passport like everybody else. That's what I learned how to do. And I take vacations and I have fun and I do what I'm going to do. And I relax and I have fun. Like, that's what you do. And when you start doing this, when you come back home, you don't even want to fuck with none of these women out here like that. I'm going to be honest with you. You don't even want to deal with them like that. I mean, you might have, the ones that you deal with for, whatever, what I'm saying, or whatever. But for the most part, you don't even want to even deal with the whole dating thing or dealing with any of these type of women. You just really don't. And that's the truth, y'all. And that's where I've come with it, because it's a lot of confusion here living in America. It's just too much confusion. And in order to try, you can't fix it. We know we can't fix it. You can't argue it down, because if you try to argue it down, they're going to label you as being homophobic, or they're going to label you as, being a hater. And it's just not worth it. It's just not. So what I've learned how to do, again, and I'm going to say it again, is just separate myself. Period and point blank. And that's what we have to learn how to do. Again, build ourselves up, exercise, and work on building your finances up. That's the key, y'all. And what's so funny is that the people that are supposed to come to you are going to come to you. When you better yourself, the people that are supposed to come to you are going to come to you. And you're going to learn how to just not even trip off the small shit. Dealing with obsolete ass individuals that really don't have your best interests at heart and really can't help you to grow in any type of way. That's the truth. And you will learn that, in the long run, y'all. I need you guys to like, share, and subscribe. Press that thumbs up. Another thing I want to say, and I'm gonna get out of here. Black love has really been lost. We have lost Black love. When you go back to the 50s, the 60s, and you listen to a lot of Black women and they talk about their man and their relationship, they talk about it with such love and compassion and passion when they talk about the love that they have for their Black man. And to go from that to the 70s and the 80s, where you have, Black women and young girls, being recorded saying things like, well, I don't see why you need a man. I can raise my baby by myself. This is where all that shit started. My mama did it. I can do it. I don't really need a man. It went from Black love, Black unity, Black support, men and women being together and loving on each other, to I don't need a Black man. And now we have this whole new generation of women who say they just simply don't need us, because we have built society in a way that they're able to take care of themselves financially, where they think they really don't need a man. And it's unfortunate. It really is unfortunate, because we really do need each other. But what we're finding and what we're noticing is that we're becoming extinct. Now, the Most High kept us alive for a reason, because I believe that we are God's chosen people. So he kept us alive for a reason. We have not gone utterly extinct. For all the shit that we have gone through and we have been through just in this country alone, we should have been extinct. But the Most High keeps us thriving and keeps us alive. But although I believe that we are the majority, we should be in more in number than what we are. But because we're separating ourselves and we over here going into other nations and dealing with other nations of people, because we're so destroyed as a people. And it's unfortunate and it's a shame, but we have to learn how to come back. But it's to the point now where I got to be honest with you. I honestly at this point don't think that we will ever come back. I just don't know if we'll ever actually be able to come back from this devastation that we've been through. I need you guys to press that thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe. If you are not subscribed to my channel, y'all, press that thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. But honestly, I really don't think we're at this point where we're going to be able to come back to who we are and what, as a people, and the love that we once had for one another. I don't honestly, at this point, I think that we are just too far gone, and it's going to really take a lot of therapy and honestly too, what I really believe, it's going to take us men to actually get back in line. It's going to take us men to get back in line to be able to put things back together again. Because I think not enough of us are back in line yet. A lot of us are still confused. A lot of us are still living in this society. Our brains are still scrambled. And a lot of us are following after women, when instead of being our own men and thinking for ourselves and following after powerful men and men that you should be following. We're following after women and Big Mama and them. And we got to stop doing that shit as men. It comes to a point where you are a man. You need to think for yourself, and you need to be around like-minded individuals. You need to be around other men that can teach you and show you. But we have been so fucked up and so confused in a society where we uplift the woman in such a way where we make her the matriarch of the family. And that's not the way it's supposed to be. So I really believe that it's going to take us men to get in order so that we can put our families and our women back in order. And it's not to be on an abusive tip. It's not, because even when you listen to Hope Giselle, when you listen to the Tammy Hall show and you listen to Hope Giselle, she was speaking as a black woman, but she was saying that a lot of black men are afraid of the youth. We're afraid of being able to confront them. We feel like they are wilder. And in some instances, and I will have to agree with that particular situation, because a lot of us just won't even fuck with the youth now. When we see them doing ratchet ass shit, we just walk the fuck away and we won't say nothing. And it's the truth, because a lot of them are crazy as fuck. And not only that, but they have their parent, their mama, and their family to back them up with their foolishness. Instead of being on your side and saying, no, your child was acting stupid and I'm trying to set his motherfucking ass or her ass in line, you got the mama over here thugging. You know what I'm saying? And going off. So this is the reason why a lot of black men are saying, you know what? There's nothing we can do. We're going to have to let this shit get fixed. But I really believe it's going to take black men to be able to fix this shit and get it back in order. And one of the ways that we can do this is how we're doing it now. We can't fight our women. We can't argue with them. We can't say anything without being deemed, a hater and you hate women. And, this is the kind of shit. And you will be attacked not only by other women, but now by trans men. Women, you're going to be attacked by them now, too. So one of the ways that we have to combat this shit is by leaving them alone. Make them miss us, period, and point blank. Make these women miss us and say, you know what? No, I'm a man. I have my own mind. I feel this way. And I want what I want. And I'm done fucking catering to you and your feelings and you going off on me. I'm done with that shit. What I'm going to do is do what I need to do. And unfortunately, this is one of the tactics that we're going to have to use to be able to start getting some attention, because we are getting attention right now. Because I'm really feeling this shit. Because I don't know if it's you. I don't know about y'all. But I just feel like, winter is here, y'all. Winter is definitely here. And it ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by winter is, it's going to be real cold this winter. Because it ain't going to be no extra babies being made. It ain't going to be none of that shit right now. Because we have gone so far gone from each other as men and women. We don't even trust each other. We don't even want to be around each other anymore. And that shit is just mind-boggling to me, y'all. How we don't even respect each other anymore. It is just so fucking far gone where we have no love for one another at all. The other day when I went to the store, you know, I just, I'm over here, waiting in line, and this little young girl, she couldn't have been no more than 18 or 19 years old. But she said, "Oh, I got a quarter in the car." I guess she was short, a quarter. She said, "I got a quarter in the car. I'll go back and get it." And she just came and, I'm over here doing my transaction. And it said, instead of saying, "Excuse me, sir," or, "Excuse me," she just, "Oh, excuse me, bro," and just threw the quarter on the counter and just, I'm like, wow, I'm a bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I'm like 20 something years older than this girl. And she's over here calling me a bro. Just the disrespect. I mean, just the generation even I came from, you just had more of a respect for your elders. I mean, you just have more of a respect. But these children today have none whatsoever. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to sit up here and get myself shot and killed trying to correct a little young person. I'm just not going to do that. Especially when I'm not having any backing. I can't get backing from the streets. I can't get backing from the parents. I can't get no backing whatsoever. So it's not even worth it. Again, what I'm going to do is just do me like I've been doing. And honestly, this is what we have to do. This is honestly what we have to do. But I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here, family. I need you guys to like, share, and subscribe. If you're not subscribed to my channel, press that subscribe button. And I know I'm going to get some people that's going to say, well, how come your screen is black? That's because I wanted it to be black. That's why it's black. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I just like to speak. I just want to talk. I don't necessarily have to show my face or be on screen. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? But again, do me a favor, press that thumbs up. And leave a comment in the comment section if you feel the need to leave a comment in the comment section, and tell me what you think about this whole new agenda that's being forced on us, about trans women over here trying to take the place of real women, and it's just crazy to me how we're opening up the door for this shit to happen. Well, tell me what you think, family. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you all on the next video. Peace out.